Hello and namaste. We're going to be doing a little bit of core work. If you're just tuning into this sequence, you may want to warm up a little bit first with a couple of sun salutations. That's just a recommendation, you don't have to. And if you're continuing on from the last sequence, you're probably still on your back. So we're going to start laying down. This is Rob. Rob is another yoga instructor. You can see his videos on this channel as well. And we're going to lay right down onto our backs. So we're going to work on the rectus abdominus a little bit first. So knees are bent, soles of the feet flat on the mat. Reach down, see if you can touch your ankles or your heels with your fingers. And then bring your knees together so your knees are touching. Actually, you'd like them to rest on one another. And then take your heels towards the outside of your mat. So the whole sole of your foot is moving outward, the knees are touching. Once you figure that out, let's pull the navel in and see if we can get the lower back flat onto the mat. You'll notice with your knees touching and your heels wide, it's a little easier. You'll feel a scooping sensation in the belly. Now try to have your feet far enough apart that you can rest the knees, but you can also press into the soles of the feet without the knees moving away from one another. So give that a try. Take your hands up behind your head, interlace your fingers, and rest the back of your head in your palms. Close your elbows towards one another so your elbows are pointing straight up and you've clasped the sides of your head in your forearms. Now pick your head up off the mat, draw the crown away from draw your chin in and your crown away from your body so you feel a gentle lifting of the crown, lengthening of the back of the neck. Take a breath here and try to feel the full weight of your head into your arms and then lower your head down. Keep your hands where they are. Open those elbows up. Draw your shoulders away from the ears so you feel like your chest is open and your shoulders have dropped. Now press into the soles of the feet. The knees should be touching. Deep inhalation here. Exhale, pull the rib cage into the abdominal muscles to feel the shoulders lift. So your shoulders and head are lifting. Now press your head into your palms. You actually want to use resistance from the head, pressing it back. The weight of the head is part of the exercise, so don't lift with your neck. Now just keep that rib cage pulled in. You should start to feel the abdominal muscles working. Press into the soles of your feet, pressing the soles of your feet into the mat. Now we're going to twist, taking our left elbow towards the right side of our mat. Take your left elbow up off or left shoulder should be up off the mat and hold. You want to squeeze the right side of your abdomen. Now the rectus abdominis are not worked that often in yoga because it's actually kind of hard to breathe while they're contracted. See if you can continue to breathe deeply. We're going to come back to center. Remember, press your head into your hands. So if anything, you should feel a release in the back of the neck, not lifting with the throat. And we're going to twist to the left, the right elbow towards the left knee. Try to keep your right shoulder up off the mat and breathe. 5 more breaths. Keep pressing those feet down. That should feel really warm. Come back to center. We're going to hold for 10 more. 10. You should feel that belly. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep pressing your head back. 3, 2, and one. Now roll your head, neck, and shoulders down. Keep the length in the back of the neck. Now if you did this just using the core, your core is definitely going to feel some sort of muscle activation, and the back of your neck should feel just fine. Close your elbows towards one another again, clasping your head, and we're going to pick the head up and draw the head back again. Once again, draw the chin in. You're tipping your crown up just gently so you feel lengthening where the head and the neck meet the body. The head and the neck meet one another, and where the neck meets the body. And then lower your head down. And you can take your hands out from behind your head, bring your arms down by your sides, separate your knees, just tip your chin from side to side. So we're trying not to create a lot of tension in the neck as we move through this sequence, trying to keep the neck as relaxed as we can. Let's draw the knees in towards the chest. We're going to hold the knees with our hands and gently rock from side to side. And from here, let's interlace the hands around the right knee, drawing the right knee in towards the chest. Press out through your left heel, extending the left leg straight out ahead of you, not up, forward. And then see if you can bring your left heel down. If it doesn't come down, just keep pressing the left sole of your foot away from your body. You'll start to feel like your leg is actually moving outward from your hip socket, and those hip flexors will start to relax eventually. Let's change the grip of our hands now, interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh, low on the back of the leg, so your shoulders can stay imprinted into the floor. The higher you reach on the back of the right thigh, so the closer you are reaching towards your knee, the more likely it'll be that your shoulders will pull up off the mat, and you don't want that right now. Keep pressing up through the sole of the right foot. You can do this with your knee bent as well. Release your hands from behind the thigh. Take a deep inhalation here, reaching back. Exhale, pull your head, neck, and shoulders up and reach forward. So you're reaching towards and past that right leg. Now draw your shoulder blades towards one another. We're going to get a little shoulder work here. Now pick up your left heel and hold. And final exhale, knees in towards the chest. Roll your head, neck, and shoulders down and gently rock from side to side. Try to release the hips, the glutes, and the lower back. And then we'll interlace our fingers around the left knee. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Extend the right leg. Press out through the sole of the right foot. Try to get that leg down to the floor. If it doesn't meet the floor, that's okay. Keep pressing away. You're still going to open up the hip flexor. Back of the neck is heavy. Interlace your fingers around the back of your left thigh and start to extend the left leg any amount, reaching low on the back of the leg to keep the shoulders drawn down and imprinted into the mat. And remember to bend your left knee if you need to. Let's inhale and reach up and back with the arms. Exhale, peel the head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, reaching forward, palms face one another. Bring some energy between the palms so you feel like you're almost squeezing them towards one another, but they're not moving. And then pick up your right heel and hold. And knees into the chest, holding the knees. Rock from side to side. Draw your chin in. And holding the backs of both legs now, try to get your lower back and your glutes into the floor so that you feel long through the lower back. Extend your legs. Bring your hands down by your sides, press into those forearms and palms. You want to feel like you're pressing down and that your heart center is lifting. From here, curl your tailbone up off the mat about 2 inches. You're using the lower abdomen to do this. And if you'd like, you can release the arms up and back and just use the core to lift and hold. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the tailbone out and knees into the chest again. Rock from side to side. And let's bring the soles of the feet to the mat one more time. Knees are touching again. Heels are away from the knees, so your knees towards the outside of the mat. Once again, find the sensation of pressing down through the soles of the feet. You want to lengthen the abdomen, lengthen the lower back. There's a scoop in the belly. Interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows are wide. And just for 1 breath count, so we're inhaling down. Exhale, lift up, crunch. Inhale, not all the way down, halfway down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, last one. Roll your head, neck, and shoulders down. Now close your elbows towards one another. Separate your knees and separate your feet so that they're as wide as your hips. Knees hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart. Now pick your legs up so that your shins are parallel to the ceiling. Close the elbows towards one another. And we're going to pull with the lower abdomen to try to bring the knees into the elbows. First, we're going to exhale to lift just a bit higher so that rib cage is pulled in, and then pull the knees in towards the elbows. Let's go, Rob. Exhale, and then lower the tailbone down. Exhale. So keep your head up, lower down. Exhale. Let me do 10 more. Five more. Last one. And roll it out. Bring the feet down. Bring your head down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop open. Start to open up those hip flexors here. You want to feel the pelvis lift and the knees move away from one another. Let's take our hands out from behind our head. Let your head come down. And then just bring your hands by your sides. Palms open towards the ceiling. Thumbs turned away from you. You're going to want to take your arms just a little further away from your body. Then having them right at the side of your body, take them 6 to 8 inches and then even wider away from your torso, trying to get the shoulders to relax. And then the knees come together. We're going to rock up to sitting and work a little bit on our side body. So we're going to start with our right forearm down, laying on our side. Palm and forearm in the same line. Extend your legs. Actually, I'm going to put my feet on the towel. It's a little hot. And then lift your hips, pressing the right foot down. Stack the legs on top of one another. Reach the left arm up. And we're going to twist a little bit so that our left shoulder is facing towards the floor. So we're looking down. And then reach the left arm back even wider. So you're opening up the front of the left shoulder, but you've twisted gently towards the mat, looking down. Now pull your right hip in and squeeze. Press your right elbow away from you. And then come down into forearm plank and hold. Keep your hips up if you can. And switch sides. Left elbow down, left wrist in line with your elbow. Stack your feet, reach the right arm up, and then rotate your right shoulder towards the mat. So you're looking down, squeeze the left side, press away with the left elbow, and then try to reach even further back with the right arm, but keep twisting towards the mat. Let's come back into forearm plank, legs together. Pull the lower abdomen in. We're just doing little pulses with the base of the abdomen, not the hips. Let's do 10 more. Keep pressing away from you with your palms and forearms to draw the shoulders away from the ears. And let's release onto our knees. And from here, you can move into Shavasana. Or just continue on with your day. Sitting up nice and tall, bring your hands to your heart center. And namaste.